good morning, and a good morning it is, in spite of all the snow that you see. It's a good morning because we get to go riding today. The roads are good enough. No ice or anything on the road, and they're not so wet that I get covered in spray or anything, so winter's not so bad if you think about it. In a way, it just makes spring that much more enjoyable. You know, you go through this period where you get all this snow, or at least you could do. This year we seem to. And so you do that, and you can't ride, and it's messy, and so forth. You have to shovel it. But then when spring comes, I don't know if anyone who doesn't get snow and cold temperatures can ever appreciate spring like we do up here. So that's the good part about winter. Plus it gives you a little break, you know, you can do other things. It forces you to do other things, right? Maybe, you know, you get out and do other outdoor activities. You know, you might ski or whatever, snowmobile or what have you, snowshoe. Or it keeps you indoors, and I suppose you could look on that as a positive and a negative, right? I mean, if you're indoors, you could be just stuck indoors, getting bored to tears. Or it could give you time to do stuff that you never ordinarily have the time to do. Do some reading, do some indoor projects, buy parts for your motorcycle and store them until it's warm enough for you to put them all on. That's a lot of fun. That's what I'm doing. Getting a few things that I need, just gonna make sure the bike is the way I want it to be for the next season coming up. I am having a little bit of an issue lately that I had last year, and it's revisiting me this year with the bike. It's the cam chain tensioner lifter assembly on this CRF250L. It failed last year around February or so, and it backed off and caused the cam chain to slap and snatch hard enough that you'd feel it in the bars. And of course you'd hear it. It would only do it after the warming up from cold and stopping at the first traffic light or stop sign, and then you'd hear it on idle. But thereafter you wouldn't hear it. So it's almost like it'll do it when the engine's not fully up to operating temperature, and then once it is, it doesn't do it. But still, you know, it's an issue, right? I mean, you don't want that chain to be slapping around, because if it gets worse, it could jump a tooth on the cam sprocket or the crank, and then screw up your timing and really cause damage. So we want to get it taken care of, and I don't know why, but I have two of these assemblies that have failed in a row. Like, why am I so lucky? The good part is that Honda is doing what they can to take care of me, even though it's not on warranty anymore. But because they replaced it last time on warranty, less than a year ago. It is something that they're doing again for me, which I very much appreciate. So they're doing their best. I'll keep you posted on how that goes. Other than that, the bike runs awesome. Well, I want to get out of this street. This is all wet and slushy all of a sudden. It's kind of weird because it's like downtown Main Street, eh? So yeah, it's not so bad riding in winter. It sure beats not riding at all. At least in my mind it does. I feel pretty refreshed when I get back home after a cold ride. So I'm heading home. So you people have a good day. Ride safe and have fun if you're able to ride, if you're not living where there's ice and snow on the road.